Hello and welcome again. Sorry about being real late. I just didn't. Kind of forgot about it and just kind of delayed it a bit. Since I ain't gonna make a highlight video, I just enjoyed not rushing. This is part 1 and 2 of the games from yesterday, and yes, the game kind of broke. Basically said no. I don't know what happened. Twitch, it cut, and then I had to restart the stream. Initially, it said, I heard my voice. That's my check, so you make sure it works. Always go testing, and then it worked, and I turned it off. And then after the game was done, I go through the lot, and my voice is just not there. The audio's not there. I don't know what to do. We'll get into that game in a minute, but we'll start at the top here, top left, left to right, top to bottom. Vancouver Grizzlies and the Houston Cosmos in Vancouver for the first of a 3-game series. I'll cover, I believe, the final game of the series. So the Grizzlies, they struggle here at home to start. Just 4 hits and 1 run. They give up 3 runs on 10 hits to the Cosmos. The Cosmos do come in there, but they get by and they win the game 3-1. Grizzlies just not showing up for the fans here in this game. Cosmos take a 1-0 series lead. Then we move to the rematch in Oakland. I thought about covering this series again, so I could have from a different perspective, and I just ultimately decided not to. The Oakland Ocean and Las Vegas Gamblers. Maybe it was a mistake, because this seems to have been a very good game. The Gamblers and the Ocean in Oakland. Last week they played a series in Vegas, so I covered 2 of 3. So the Oakland Ocean here. It was a really close battle just based on these numbers. Oakland here, they just squeak out that 2-1 win, probably extra innings. 6 runs for the Oakland, 6 hits with 2 runs for the Ocean, 1 run on 4 hits for the Gamblers. And the crucial thing here for the game, 3 errors. That probably did it right there. 3 errors. The Ocean take a 1-0 series lead. It's a crucial 3 errors. When a game is this close, you cannot commit errors. When you do, it's game over. There's a good chance it's game over. So the Ocean win game 1. Take a series lead of 1-0. The Whalers in the Toronto Huskies, first game of the 3-game set as well, over there in Boston. We'll be covering this series as well. On this one game, obviously. Yeah, tomorrow I'll cover game 3. Hold on. I'm confused. I gotta double check I might rewrite my. I gotta triple check my schedule. Something's not added up here. I'll triple check, make sure it's good. So the Whalers and the Huskies here. Toronto losing 8-1. Hold on yet. It'd be fine. What am I thinking? Because for some reason I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. Huskies with a really strong start on the road here against the Whalers. Similar to Vancouver, Whalers just don't show up. They're just not much there. They're not offensively. They're just 1 run, 3 hits, and an error. That's a bit almost disappointing. Just their defense is a lot worse than Houston's in the Houston-Vancouver game over here. Because the Whalers, their pitching was just terrible. They gave up 15 hits, and the Huskies able to bring 8 runs home. 1 error for both teams. Huskies lead the series 1-0. Then we head to the middle row, the Firebirds and the Sasquatch. First of a 3-game series as well, because all these are game 1. All of them are game 1. So the Firebirds open the series with a commanding 7-3 win here. Very solid start to the series. So unlike these 2 teams up here, Boston and Vancouver, San Francisco, they open it strong, start at home. 7 runs, they get 10 hits. And I forgot to put the 0-0, but these are both zeros, so there's no point in me even writing. I usually would write it anyway, but now I missed it. But since they're both zeros, there's no point. 7 runs for San Francisco, very solid for the Firebirds here in game 1. and they take a 1-0 series lead with 7-3 win over the Seattle Sasquatch. Then we move to the Atlanta Arrows, and being hosted by the New Orleans Gators. So, the Battle of the South, the Battle of the Deep South, Atlanta and New Orleans. So the Gators, yeah, I think I kind of want to call it the Battle of the Mississippi, because that's a cool name. The Battle of the Mississippi, the New Orleans Gators and the Atlanta Arrows, a very close game. Atlanta, they push through. They do commit 3 errors, but they outscore New Orleans, so it nullifies the errors. And the Gators, they can't. The runner, they can't bring their runs home. 8 hits, but they're just left on base. A lot of them were left on base here. They only score 2 runs. Arrows take 1-0 series lead with a 3-2 win. I'm becoming an Arrows game as well. Not this series, but the next series they'll play. Then we enter the Motors and the New York Knights. So Detroit, pitching staff issues here. Oh boy. They bombed it. They bombed it completely. They bombed the first game of this series. They give up 13 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Knights, but from a Motors perspective, oof. Ooh, this is bad. This is really bad. So tough start to this series for the Motors. The Knights, they do a great job taking advantage. 13 runs. 2 errors for the Motors as well. The Knights take 1-0 series lead. Going into the bottom of the board, the Sun Rays and the Utah Raptors. So Orlando, that's the one. Okay, yeah, that's the one with the whole audio. It's the one I tried to cover and it just didn't work. Sun Rays and the Utah Raptors. Just one homer for the Sun Rays. They should have kept Bailey River. Not that guy. Oh yeah, they couldn't have. I guarantee you Wheeler would have at least gone to 8 innings if he did not get injured. He was fantastic. And then he got injured. Well, I have to see. Probably need video on Zach Wheeler. Total. Maybe just do a video on injured players because I don't think it'd be enough for its own video. So the Sun Rays, they blank the Motors, 3-0 shutout win, 3 hits for the Utah. Oh my gosh, I said the Motors. I just realized. Sorry, very sorry about that. The Detroit Motors and that's this team. The Utah Raptors and the Orlando Sun Rays. There, the Sun Rays blank the Raptors, 3-0. 5 hits for the Orlando Sun Rays, just 3 hits for the Raptors, no errors for either team. Sun Rays solid win at home. They win 3-0. Move to game 2. Chicago Railers and the Tampa Bay Titans. So Chicago. Do they have like a wrath now, of just beating the most beating good teams? Tampa Bay's a good team. Tampa Bay's known for scoring runs, but they don't deliver tonight, and they'll let the Chicago Railers outscore them. 5-3 win for the Railers on 11 hits and an error for Chicago. 3 runs on 8 hits for Tampa Bay and no errors. So Chicago is similar to Atlanta. They outscore their mistakes, and any mistakes they do make, they outscore them, which gives them an easy win over the other team. Oh, I wouldn't say that's not an easy one. It's easier, still not an easy one. Because unless it's like this, it's not an easy win. Final game of this part, since we have board number 2, as usual, the St. Louis Stars and the Texas Twisters. Pretty close game here. It's definitely looks like they should have won this. This keeps happening. Something is wrong. They had a 5-1 start, and now this is their 4th straight loss. And they should have won. They should have won this game. 4th straight loss for the Twisters. I'm closely monitoring every game this team plays now. 4-3 loss for the Twister Stars. They kind of got lucky. Just going. Something is wrong with Texas. This is not. They had a fantastic first 6 games. 5-1, and now they're. Oh boy, yeah, they've lost 4. So they're 6-5 now. Let's see what happens. So the Stars wins 4-3 on 6 hits. 3 runs for the Twisters, 7 hits for them. No errors either game. The Stars take a 1-0 series lead. See, will they take this series too against Texas? So, I'm just fascinated by the Texas just utter collapse in the first 2 weeks of the season. The first week, I didn't know self-implosion could happen this quickly, but in Texas, it's happening. It's not a bit dramatizing it. It's literally the first 2 weeks of a 162 game season, but still, there's like something's not right here. Something's not right here. Something is not right here. Not probably, still not a cause for. This is better than just being blown out 3 straight games in a row, which they were against the Boston Whalers because they scored 3 runs in that game. They gave up 18, I think. Let's just see what happens from here. So that'll pretty much do it for board 1. On to board 2. How long was it? And here is board number 2. So there's 2 games on this board. We're going to fly through these. First, the Edmonton Eagles and the Montreal Expos in Edmonton. So all Canadian here. The Eagles and the Expos, really close game here. Montreal, they just don't have enough hits to match Edmonton, and they don't bring as many home. The Eagles just have the edge. Just a slight edge gives them the win, and the Eagles lead the series 1-0. Still solid way. Eagles 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Montreal Expos 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. So that could be a factor in why the Expos lost, but no way of me knowing that for sure. Oh yeah, to Philadelphia with the Philadelphia Liberty hosting the Washington Monuments. So Philadelphia just continuing to do what they've been doing throughout the entire first 2 weeks of this NBL season. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and they hold the Monuments to 3 runs on 5 hits. And the Liberty easily win this one, take a 1-0 series lead. I believe they've lost only 2 games. I believe that's it so far. So that's it for this. See ya.